In the last few years, I've come to truly understand the value of those quiet, joyful moments in life, the ones that helps me breathe a little deeper and feels a little lighter. Life moves fast, and with it comes a never-ending list of tasks and responsibilities. That's why I've made it a priority to consciously take time for myself. Time to slow down, reconnect, and let go of the noise. For me, these moments are not a luxury, they are a necessity. They allow me to clear my mind, release build up stress, and simply be, whether it's through a mindful activity or a quiet escape into nature. I've learned that making space for myself is not selfish, it's essential. I've long believed that life is a dance between chaos and calm, and the right balance looks different for each of us. Personally, I thrive in a bit of chaos. I love the buzz of everyday life, my job, taking care of our home, cooking meals for my family, keeping everything running smoothly. There's beauty in that rhythm, even if it's hectic at times. But just as much as I embrace the chaos, I've learned to honor the calm, the secret time when I get to pause and recharge. One of my favorite rituals is taking a walk in nature, especially in the early mornings. There's something magical about those quiet hours before the world fully wakes up. The stillness, the fresh air, the gentle sound of the earth. It's like a reset button for my soul. These peaceful moments remind me that self care isn't always about doing something big. Sometimes it's just about being present, listening to what you need, and giving yourself the grace to enjoy the simple things. This morning, I combined two of my favorite things into one peaceful experience. I went for a quiet, beautiful walk, the kind that fills you up from the inside out. There's a stretch of path I especially love, where hardly anyone ever goes. It's just me, nature, and the gentle sound of birdsong. I brought a basket with me because today I'm foraging for wild garlic. It only grows in spring, which makes it all the more special. There's something deeply grounded about connecting taste with time, when flavors carry the feeling of a season. The wild garlic is right on the edge of blooming now. I usually pick it while it's still small. That's when the flavors is richest and most intense. I did manage to gather some early shots for my mom a while ago, just as it was beginning to emerge. Perfect timing. But for me, life got in the way, so I'm a little late. Still, it's a joy. I have a few favorite ways to preserve wild garlic so I can enjoy it all year long, and I'm gonna share it with you a bit later. One of my favorite moments of the day is right before I fell asleep. I have a little evening ritual that brings me so much peace and joy. I wash my face and brush my teeth, hop in the shower, and then apply all my favorite skincare products. After that, I slip into a cozy, freshly made bed. Something I always make sure of. Clean sheets and soft sand are a must for me. The perfect little comfortable space. This little bedtime bubble is where I spend some truly lovely moments. And no matter the season, whether it's the warmth of the summer or the chill of the winter, I always make myself a cup of tea, crawl under the blanket, and let my body and mind unwind. It's also the time I usually write in my journal. Sometimes I also write down a to-do list for the next few days. I like this quiet space to reflect and gently process the day. I gather all my scattered thoughts, wrap them in a quiet bubble, and let them float off. And finally, with a little meditation, I fell asleep. Today felt like the right moment to swap out our winter duets for the lighter summer ones. The days are warming up, even here beneath the hills. I'm tucking the winter duets away for now, keeping them stored until the real heat arrives. I'll give them a proper wash once those truly hot, sunny days arrive, and let them dry outside on the sun, fresh and ready for the next season. There's something so refreshing about those little seasonal changes. They gently remind us that a new rhythm is setting in. Among the many little things that suits my soul, one of the dearest is sipping coffee on the balcony on a warm spring day. A cup of coffee in a day has been my thing for years now. But honestly, it's never just about the coffee. It's a whole vibe, a little ritual, a moment that's just for me. I rarely drink coffee on the go, and I never have it while rushing through a busy day. I like to make one when I have enough time to truly enjoy it. I like to sip it slowly, take a breath, and just relax. And the best part is when that ritual meets the first warm days of spring. You know those days when the sun finally feels warm on your skin again and everything just seems lighter. That's my favorite time to grab a cup of coffee, step outside, and let the moment soak in. I usually sit on the balcony, coffee in my hand, and let the world fade out. For a little while, it's just me, the sunshine, and the comfortable smell of coffee. It's like time stands still. I stop thinking about my to-do list or anything stressful. I just focus on the good stuff. That little moment fills me up with positive energy. It might sound simple, but it really grounds me. Wild garlic is truly one of my favorite ingredients in the kitchen. It has such a rich, vibrant flavor, and the best part is you can use it in just about anything. One of my go-to ways to enjoy it is by making a simple spread that I store in the small glass container in the freezer. It's incredibly easy to make and so satisfying. And here's how I do it. Just pop some cottage cheese, wild garlic, a splash of olive oil, and a pinch of salt into a blender. Blend it all up until it's beautifully smooth. There's no need to follow strict measurements. Just adjust everything to your taste. And that's the beauty of it. Once the mixture is nice and creamy, I love to stir in some freshly chopped chives. It adds that final touch of flavor that really makes the spread amazing. I usually add the chives only when I know I'll be using the spread right away. If I'm freezing it, I skip the chives and add it later when I take the portion I need out of the freezer. When the spread reaches the perfect texture, I put it into a small containers and pop them into the freezer. This way I can enjoy the fresh taste of wild garlic all year round until the next season rolls around. Another little trick I love is blending wild garlic with olive oil and pouring it into an ice cube tray. It's super convenient. You get ready-made portions that are perfect for cooking. I often toss one of these cubes into a warm pasta salad. It melts right in and adds an incredible depth of flavor. Just a simple addition, but it takes the dish to a whole new level. So there you have it. Two easy and delicious ways to preserve and enjoy wild garlic all year long, whether it's in a creamy spread or in a handy little oil cubes. This vibrant green treasure brings a burst of flavor to any dish. I love how something so simple and so natural can elevate everyday meals into something special. If I can, I move my body almost every day. Not because I have to, but because I want to. I work from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., sometimes until 5 p.m. So my workout time usually falls in the evening. And honestly, I love it. There's something so great about moving your body after a long day. It melts away stress, boosts your energy, strengthens your body, and lifts your mood, thanks to those wonderful endorphins, the so-called happy hormones. I do have a weekly workout schedule, one that's thoughtfully planned and keeps me focused. It tells me what I'll do, for how long, and gives me structure. But on the in-between days, I let myself improvise. I go with whatever feels good in the moment and let my body guide me. Unlike my structured workout days, these improvisational sessions come with no pressure. I don't set a fixed duration or intensity. It all depends on how much time I have and how I'm feeling that day. Sometimes it's gentle movement, sometimes yoga or Pilates. Other times I dance, stretch, or simply flow with whatever feels good. Because let's be honest, exercise doesn't always need to be about pushing yourself into the limit. It doesn't have to be intense to be meaningful. It can be relaxing, lighthearted, and fun. For me, moving in the evening helps me wind down. It allows my body to release tension so I can relax and sleep more peacefully. The most rewarding part? Over time, you begin to notice beautiful changes. More energy and stronger, more sculpted body. But most importantly, a deeper connection to yourself. Feeling and seeing those changes is a beautiful reminder of how movement nourishes us from the inside out. And that to me is the greatest gift. So if you're thinking about starting or restarting your movement journey, start gently and remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to feel good. The most beautiful moments in life are often the ones we almost forgot to notice. We all have our own rhythm, our own sources of inspiration, and our own way of caring for ourselves. And these little moments are the foundation of balance. For me, it's these everyday rituals that gently ground me, soften the edges of a busy days, and brings me a sense of harmony to my life. May this be a gentle reminder to honor your own version of stillness, whatever it may look like. You don't need a reason to slow down or a milestone to rest. You are worthy of a wonderful and peaceful life simply because you are. So wherever you are in your journey, I encourage you to find your own version of calm. Whether it's a walk, a quiet cup of tea, a good book, or a few deep breaths, these small intentional moments can make all the difference. Have a wonderful day and see you in my next one. Bye!